Bum ba-dum bum, bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum bum, bum ba-da-da-da, do-do-do-do, ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. All right, traders, how y'all doing? Welcome in to today's video. Today's talk, we're going to talk about getting to know yourself through trading so that you can have a better trading experience and you can be more successful in your trading. I've been talking a lot recently about how there's a million ways to do it. You can trade Forex, 30 pairs with no stop loss, hedging. You can trade funding rate in crypto. You can trade shitcoin breakouts. You can trade Bitcoin buy and hold. You can trade NASDAQ. You could do stocks at the New York Open. You could trade London session, EU only. There's so many things that you can do. So why do anything other than what suits you and suits your personality the most? So I'm going to talk a little bit about myself. By the way, if you don't know me, welcome in. Much love, fam. Trav here. Yo, check it out. The spot is hot. Hey, Derek, how was it? I'm going to Pokai. It's too much white. It's too much whitewash. Yeah, the back sets. Yeah. Yo, it's crazy right now. It's big, but anyways, Jesus, there's some big waves out there. Hold up. It's a lot of water. A lot of water. Wow. Wow. All right, somebody behind me. Okay, if you don't know me, I'm an adventure entrepreneur. Living here in Hawaii. And what am I doing? It's Monday, I have the day off. I'm gonna go surf. I'm gonna do my trading session later. So something that I learned is about 20% of the population is born with what's called the adventure gene. It's a mutation related to dopamine, and it causes people to be more risk-taking, risk-seeking. It's also related to motion and movement, like needing to move more, being more active. And it's associated with adventure, exploration, travel, danger, risk tolerance, entrepreneurship, these sorts of things. And when I'm hearing that, though, actually the need to adventure is genetic. I'm like, I 100% definitely have that gene. You may or may not have that gene. I bet a lot of you guys do, because naturally, to take trading as a side hustle, a job, or a hobby, you have to have a high risk tolerance or a desire for risk. Most people can't handle it, don't want it, right? Most people don't want that risk. So there's things that you learn about yourself. Now, it's really interesting. I talked about in my journey of having a trading addiction and the issues I've gone through in my trading journey, is I realized that I'm someone who needs danger in my life to thrive. That sounds crazy. I need risk in my life to thrive. Even a little bit of social chaos, for me, I seem to do better. It's a problem when I'm very bored and there's nothing going on for my trading business, because I go and I act out in the markets like, okay, there's nothing exciting going on in my life right now. Let me go risk a huge amount of money on the low time frame so that I feel something today, right? So I'm in my 5th year of trading, and I've had years where I've had more or less going on, and I'll tell you, when I have more going on and less time for trading, I do so much better. I think about it so much less, and I make so much more money. And that can look like a couple different things. It looked like the first couple years where I'm working full-time on the farm. I'm raising sheep. I'm doing farmers markets. I'm dating a couple women. One of them was basically, she was some kind of narcissist. She was trouble. And the community I'm in, there was abuse, there was nepotism, there was hard drugs, heroin going around, there was embezzlement, there was lawsuits. it was an insanity, and I made 6 figures during this. I was making 6 figures a year during this time of like having so little time for the markets. But as soon as I'm like, okay, I need, I can quit my job and just make my life super peaceful. When my life was peaceful outside of trading, my trading became super chaotic and dangerous and risky and exciting and insane and dramatic, because I need that. So it took me a while to learn this about myself, right? And people say, oh, it's toxic to like drama and all this. It is what it is. You call it what you want, but it is what it is. So now I'm in a position where, okay, I have one of my jobs out here. I work at the boat harbor, and man, I'm chasing off sharks, and it's exciting. I don't feel any fear. I'm in the ocean with pilot whales they dragged a woman down 50 feet by the flipper. Nobody died out here from that, but it's right. And the social chaos of 50 people on the boat, people jockeying for hours, competition, guys and girls, who's hooking up with who. I'm thriving. And then I have my other business, private hiking adventures, go into town, pick people up, spend the whole day with a new person, learn their story, try to do something risky with them. And then on the off days, I'm out here, I'm going surfing, I'm climbing these mountains, right? And then trading has become like the boring side business that consistently makes me money, which is the place where it needs to be, right? I much prefer the excitement of cliff jumping to the excitement of putting on a risky trade, right? So one of the things that I learned for myself is we've talked about it like, oh, needing to make money makes trading way harder. Well, I think needing entertainment is even much, much worse. Because if you need entertainment, if you're broke and you need to make money off trading, it's a problem. If you're bored and you need entertainment off trading, it's even more of a problem. So that's for me though. That might not apply to you. Most people are not as adventurous as me. And I think a lot of it's genetic. I'm wired this way, right? So that's part of my journey of exploration. Like, nobody could have told me at the beginning that, yo, Trav, the answer for you is going to be have a dramatic, chaotic, and dangerous life outside of trading to make trading a small emotional part of your life. And that's going to be the key to sleeping like a baby at night and making a lot of money trading. No one could have told me that. I had to go through that, right? So there's going to be things for your story no one can tell you because you're different from everyone. And a lot of people are going to come on here and say, you have to trade my way. You have to trade crypto. You have to trade the open. And I'm here to tell you, you can trade anyway. And you cannot trade anyway, but there's a lot of ways that you can trade. But the most important thing is learning yourself and building trading into your life in a healthy way rather than building your life around trading in an unhealthy way, which I did. It's so funny, the irony of me thinking, man, trading's so stressful, I need to make my life peaceful outside of trading. It sounds good, it was ass backwards, because then my life's fucking boring and I'm in here trading for entertainment over risking so I feel something, right? And when the actual answer for me was to make my life as chaotic, dangerous, risky as possible, dramatic, outside of it, it's right. How unintuitive is that? But that's my story. Your story probably be a little bit different. It might be similar though, because you may have that same gene as me, right? So something I'm always preaching for a lot of you guys is, you're like, man, I want to trade full time, I don't like my job, it's going to be the answer. Careful what you wish for. I'm always saying, I recommend you try and go get a more interesting job, and then so you could keep trading on the side, right? Okay, so we're pulling up to the second surf spot. The first spot, it's not that the waves were too big for me. I like big waves. Is that the conditions weren't good, so that it was the waves were just crashing everywhere. I want the waves to break in a predictable place and to hold up a lot like sharp walls instead of just white water everywhere. Problem is, it's not terrible conditions, but the wind is not. There's no wind, so it looks a lot more chill here. But I also currently not seeing any waves. However, I know that people are sitting out. I see people sitting out far, so that's a good sign. So we're gonna go out right here. I know I said I'm talking about chaos and drama, and I'm running from the bigger waves to go to these, but it was just a little bit too much. There's nothing right now. I might pick up. I'm gonna watch for a bit. We'll see. But point is, get to know yourself and then find a way to trade that really makes sense for you, and don't try to be anyone else or copy anyone else. Okay, I see something happening. Not too crazy, but it's happening. All right, peace, y'all. Much love.